You've made decent money. Your bills are paid, the fridge is full, the car starts every morning. So why does it still feel like you're one bad month away from panic? Here's the thing. The middle class was supposed to feel safe, stable job, steady income, maybe even a house in the suburbs. But instead of feeling rich, you feel stretched, pressured, slightly behind. You thought hitting this level would unlock relief. It didn't. And that's not an accident. Because the middle class isn't designed to make you wealthy, it's designed to make you comfortable enough not to question the system. So the real question isn't why aren't you rich? The real question is, what game are you actually playing? You've upgraded from survival to stability, and that feels like progress. You're not living paycheck to paycheck the way you used to. You have a decent salary, maybe health insurance, maybe even a 401k. On paper, it looks responsible. It looks adult. Now, wait. Stability is not the same as freedom. Stability just means the machine is running smoothly. Money comes in, money goes out. Every month is predictable. Rent or mortgage, car payment and insurance, groceries, phone, internet, streaming subscriptions you barely use. You're surviving comfortably. But here's where it gets dangerous. Comfort removes urgency. When you were broke, you felt pressure to change something. Learn a skill, take a risk, move cities. But now, the pain isn't sharp. It's dull, manageable. So, you stay. You tell yourself you're building something, but the net worth barely moves. The savings account grows, then shrinks when life happens. And this is the illusion. Your income increased, your lifestyle improved, but your leverage didn't. Which leads to the machine that quietly locks most people in place. The machine has a name: lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, not huge, just enough to feel proud. So you upgrade something small: a better apartment, a newer car, nicer dinners, faster Wi-Fi, a vacation that feels earned. Individually, none of it looks reckless. But here's the thing: fixed costs don't go back down. Let's do the math. You earn $70,000. After taxes, maybe $52,000. That's about $4,300 a month. Rent or mortgage, $1,800. Car payment and insurance, $650. Utilities, phone and internet, $350. Groceries, $600. Subscriptions, gym, random spending, $400. Eating out and social life, $500. You're already at $4,300. That raise you celebrated? It didn't create freedom. It created upgrades. This is where it gets ugly. Every upgrade increases your required monthly survival number. And once your survival number rises, you need the job more. You fear layoffs more. You hesitate to take risks. Your income went up, your freedom went down. And the scariest part? It feels normal, because everyone around you is doing the same thing, which is how you end up living what looks like success, but feels like pressure. This is what I call the zero-margin life. High income, low breathing room. On paper, you're doing well, but in reality, there's almost no gap between what you earn and what you need to maintain your life. And margin is everything. Income is what you make. Margin is what you keep after your lifestyle is fully funded. If your monthly expenses are $4,300 and you bring home $4,500, you don't have a $70K life. You have a $200 buffer. Now imagine one medical bill, one car repair, one layoff scare. The whole thing shakes. Here's the thing. Wealth isn't about how expensive your life looks. It's about how long you can survive without your next paycheck. Let's do the math again. If you save $500 a month, that's $6,000 a year. Sounds solid. But if your lifestyle costs $4,300 a month, that $6,000 only buys you about 5 weeks of freedom. 5 weeks. After that, you're back to needing permission to live. And this constant dependency creates quiet stress. You check your email too often, you tolerate things you shouldn't, you avoid risks that could actually change your trajectory. But this isn't just a numbers problem. It's a psychological one. Because at some point, the middle class stops being a tax bracket. It becomes an identity. You don't just own the house owns the version of you that has to maintain it. You don't just drive the car represents who you are in the parking lot. Here's the thing. Once your lifestyle becomes your identity, downgrading feels like failure, even if upgrading never made you free. Now, wait. Think about how decisions get made. You don't ask, will this build wealth? You ask, can I afford the monthly payment? That question keeps you trapped.
Because affordability is about survival. Wealth is about ownership. The middle-class game is built around looking stable. Nice home, reliable car, annual vacation photos. It signals you're doing well. But signaling isn't the same as scaling. This is where it gets subtle. You start defending your expenses. You justify the bigger house because it's an investment. You justify the luxury car because I work hard. You justify the private school because it's for the kids. Individually, each decision feels rational. Collectively, they build a cage. And once your lifestyle defines you, taking a step back feels socially painful. You fear judgment. You fear looking like you slipped. So, you keep running, which is why rich always feels like it's just out of reach. So, how do you escape without quitting your job and moving to a cabin in the woods? You change the metric. Right now, you measure success by income. You need to measure it by margin. Here's the thing. A person making $60,000 with $2,000 a month in surplus is wealthier than someone making $120,000 with nothing left over. Because margin buys options. Options buy leverage. And leverage builds wealth. Let's simplify it. Step 1. Freeze your lifestyle at its current level, even if your income rises. Step 2. Channel every raise into assets, not upgrades. Index funds, businesses, skills that increase earning power without increasing fixed costs. Step 3. Lower your required monthly survival number. This is where it gets powerful. If your lifestyle costs $4,300 a month and you cut it to $3,500, you didn't just save $800, you reduced the amount of money required to control your life. Now your savings last longer. Now risk feels less terrifying. Now opportunities become realistic. Freedom is not about earning more, it's about needing less and owning more. And once you see the game this way, you stop chasing status and start chasing autonomy, which changes everything. So if you've been feeling behind, breathe. You're not bad with money. You're not lazy. You're not incapable. You're playing a game where the reward for doing well is a more expensive version of the same pressure. The middle-class trap isn't about income. It's about rising obligations. And once your obligations grow faster than your ownership, rich will always feel like it's one promotion away. But it's not. It's one mindset shift away. Stop asking how to earn more so you can upgrade your life. Start asking how to lower the cost of control. Because the moment your money works longer than you do, that's the moment you stop feeling stuck.